I'm about to present my dystopian society, which is called Snap Jitsu Empire by Juan Navarrete. This society is a society that has some characteristics very opposite from most societies, but it's a society which, being a dystopian, makes everything that happens in this society much bigger and different, and maybe opposite from most societies. First, we'll be talking about philosophy in this dystopian society called Snap Jitsu Empire. In this dystopian society, the law and order is ruled by a quasi-fascistic philosophy called Paui, which dictates all people in the society must follow blindly the commands of the one and only supreme leader, which himself is elected by the gods themselves to rule this world. It's a society where men are highly trained soldiers which serve the supreme leader, and women are all responsible for the political aspects of the society, all below the supreme leader but responsible of their domain, as in a federalistic republic, where men have highly respected military ranks. This demonstrates how this philosophy shows how men and women equally, they have only one type of job, only one type of role in the society, and they all must obey the one and only supreme leader. Now, we're talking about education in Snap Jitsu Empire. We shall first start with men. Men, since all men train all their lives to become soldiers, that's all they will ever be in their lives. Since men are 4 years old, they are taken from their homes to the army, where they are highly trained in different martial arts, such as Gracie Jiu Jitsu, Muay Thai, Sambo, Wing Chun, Judo, etc. And when they are 16 years old, they start fighting for the Supreme Leader's order to conquer and impose Paui teachings in all cultures they conquer. Because the main thing men do or train all their lives since they are children is to conquer new lands and to conquer new places for the society. And women are educated in all scientific disciplines until 15 years old, where they emphasize all their learnings in political science, economy, and living things domain. And when they are fully grown at 20 and 21 years old, they can apply to territory domain and hope for the supreme leader to choose them. In this part, women study all their life to hope to be chosen by the supreme leader to have a federalistic domain. Now we will be talking about men's role in this dystopian society. In the Snap Jitsu Empire, men's role is strictly combative, since they are commanded by the supreme leader to conquer nearby territory in the quest of making Paui the most important philosophy spread around the world. And this is assured since men who have always reached out for the occasions are the squad leaders, captains, which address the vice generals, which all address the supreme leader. Basically, men's role in the society is to train until they are old enough to go to the army and fight for our nation. This means men will be always fighting through their lives. The only role men have is to fight in the army, since this is the main way of economy, like the first way of income of the society. The income that all the armies and all the fighters find through conquering other lands, it's the main resource that the society has always. Since Paui must be the complete philosophy through the world, they fight until they conquer the entire world. Now, women's role in the society in the Snap Jitsu Empire is basically to rule the lands already conquered by men, and they have to study and instruct themselves as much as they can to be completely capable to rule the land and using their knowledge in all labors related to ruling and controlling the land. Women have the highest IQ for thinking and resources management, which guides every federal state to stability and growth as a community, under the great teaching of the chosen one, the supreme leader. Women spend their whole lives learning till one day they will be ready enough, so the supreme leader must choose one of them to rule one territory. And since this society is divided by federal states, each woman controls one state, and each woman must have the best thinking and economical thinking. So each federal state will be in at its peak point in all the society and in all the community. Finally, we'll be talking about working conditions in this dystopian society. The working conditions in this dystopian society are the best, since everyone holds an important role in the society, and since the economy of the society is a quasi-fascistic and socialist structure, all the resources taken from fellow countries, which are conquered by our elite squad, go to the supreme leader, which he distributes equally among everyone in the society. Since so much resources are produced, all people have excellent working conditions and have a great life. From generals to federalist leaders are all retributed for their work, and among all the federations, which results on a balanced society. This is the way this dystopian society works. The thing is, all people live blindly lied, because they have always been in deception. The supreme leader lies to all people and makes them believe that they all live the same way and their resources are all equally distributed. But the thing is, the supreme leader what does is that it like oppresses women and men into only learning one part of life. Men only know how to fight, and women only know how to rule land. And he stays with all the money, and he is the supreme leader, and they have all to give in tribute to him. So he is like a god to the people, and the people live blindly in the society without knowing what is in the outer world. And they just kill and conquer new places for the supreme leader without knowing what they're really doing. That is it with Snap Jitsu Empire, the dystopian society.